There she is in Detroit. She changed her accent when she was there in Detroit.
For speaking with an accent that critics are panning as cringeworthy.
Some people are accusing her of using an accent we've never heard her use before.
Oh, by God, gee golly, we got a bona fide Kamala Harris scandal on our hands. Let's check out the clip.
Kamala Harris was called out after her campaign event in Detroit yesterday for speaking with an accent that critics are panning as cringeworthy. Judge for yourself. Watch.
You better thank a union member. For the 5-day work week, you better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave. You better thank a union member for vacation time.
Oh, I love shit like this. Critics are saying she was called out. Some people are saying this. I'm not sure who. Maybe Fox News with millions of viewers were doing it, but critics are saying it. No critics mentioned in the piece. I'll get to how the clip ends because even they seem to want to get off the topic. This is the scandal. And by the way, it's not just this one clip. We are talking several Fox News shows latching on to Kamala Harris having an accent, I guess. Let's say she is putting on an accent. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? Donald Trump tried to steal an election in a variety of ways, including with a fake slate of electors. You're telling me this is newsworthy for Fox News? Even Fox News. Let me get to how that clip ends.
I mean, I don't know. The crowd seemed to like it.
Yeah.
This happens. You think of like Obama and Hillary Clinton was kind of. Trump doesn't really do this.
No.
His accent is New York, no matter where he goes.
He is who he is. You're right.
Indeed.
So the former Speaker of the House.
All right, let me try and quote old Billy Hemmer there, who clearly wanted to get off the topic. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Oh, he really is himself. I think that was the extent of the, the commentary there. Just like, what is this story? We are reaching tan suit territory now. So there's more. There's another clip here. Let me start with the Fox and Friends first. They're the first to the big stories in the morning.
So, David, we want to ask you about this clip of Kamala Harris from yesterday. She's making a speech in Detroit, and it's getting a lot of attention because some people are accusing her of using an accent we've never heard her use before. Listen to this.
You better thank a union member for vacation time.
So she made that exact same speech in Pennsylvania a few hours later and did not sound like that. So what do you think about this? Should we be focusing on it?
Yeah, you know what? Focus on it to examine or to at least see the fakery. She was in Georgia a week ago and suddenly she had a Georgia accent.
Ah, yes, of course. It's important to focus on this issue because of the fakery that is Kamala Harris. Not like our candidate, Donald Trump, who's the real deal, speaks to the working man, this guy who only cares about everybody else, doesn't care about himself at all, did things like, he promised guaranteed health care. Everybody would be covered under his plan. Guaranteed health care. He promises on camera in 2015. You're all going to be covered. The government's going to pay for it. And then he became president. And then what happened? And that's one lie. The idea, if we're going to be comparing fake people here, the idea that Kamala Harris is the faker of the two, to me, is completely insane. Donald Trump, even his supporters, I think many of his supporters realize he only cares about himself, despite what he may say. All he talks about is himself. It's like they like him because of his dumbass personality. But it's very clear he is not fighting for anybody else except for himself. Look, like any politician, there are actual criticisms that I'm sure they could raise about Kamala Harris. Things that they could point to and say, hey, this wasn't good for people that she did this thing. The accent has nothing to do with anything, but it makes good TV, which is what Fox News is obviously focused on. There is more. So another clip here.
Here she is in Detroit. She changed her accent when she was there in Detroit because she was speaking to a group that, has that similar accent, and so she did the same.
It's hard to truly appreciate the commentary there until you read it. There she is in Detroit. She changed her accent when she was there in Detroit because she was speaking to a group that, has that similar accent. And so she did the same. They are so completely awkward in their attempts here to cover this news story that they themselves created. Critics are saying it. Many people are saying it. So Fox News is reporting on what we ourselves are saying. Weird stuff. There's one more clip. There's probably more examples of this, but I'll only have one more. This is Maria Bartiromo.
You better thank a union member for vacation time.
It's like a Southern accent, it sounds like, Congressman.
She must have got the blueprint from Hillary Clinton. I don't know what's up with that accent. But,
Wow.
I mean, even the union workers are united with us where they do not want this price fixing.
But what? The union workers are united with Trump? What are you talking about? Okay, just God. All right. Before I get to whatever actual policy was discussed there, Southern accent. I thought the whole criticism was that she was trying to, be a chameleon, blend in with the crowd in Detroit, Michigan. Famously not in the South, but apparently it's a Southern accent now. So who knows what's going on at this point? Who knows what the actual criticism is? But I love that conservatives now, or I should say Republicans, have to be on the defense about what they're calling price fixing. Kamala Harris is addressing a serious issue that people are feeling, the cost of everything, and doing it with some proposals. You could argue she's not actually going to implement them because they're maybe a little too strict on corporations, but the proposals are not the issue here. You have Republicans now defending greedflation, defending the fact that massive corporations have been using the guise of inflation to jack up their prices while making massive profits. You can look this up. The profit margins that companies have enjoyed since COVID have been astronomical. Ask yourself why these companies are making so much damn money while people can't afford anything. The issue here is not inflation. The issue is, first of all, low wages, major piece of it. The other issue is the fact that these companies are using the actual inflation that is going on as a way to jack up their prices. And this has been ongoing. So, fine. You want to defend the cost of goods? Go right ahead. See how that works out for you.